What if I told you that Rome never really disappeared? Most people believe that Roman Empire ended in 4076 AD, but that isn't completely true. While the western half collapsed under barbarian invasions, its people still called themselves Romans. Its emperors believed that ruled the same empire 500 centuries before. History is called the Byzantine Empire. For more than 1000 years, it stood as one of the richest, most powerful, and most influential civilization in history. It survived wars, plagues, religious conflicts, and the countless invasions. It protected Europe from foreign conquerors. It preserved ancient knowledge. It created magnificent agriculture that still amazes people today. Yet, despite all its traits, it eventually disappeared forever. So, how did the Byzantine Empire become one of history's greatest powers? And why did it finally fall? This is the story of empire that refused to die. Everything begins with one difficult problem. The Roman Empire had become too large. It stretched across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Managing such an enormous territory from one capital became almost impossible. In 320 AD, Emperor Constantine made one of history's most important decisions. He rebuilt an ancient city of Byzantium. Then he remained in Constantinople. Today we know it as Istanbul. The city sat between Europe and Asia. It controlled trade between the Mediterranean and Black Sea. Its location was almost perfect. Natural harbors protect its ships. Massive walls defended it from enemies. Soon, Constantinople became one of the richest cities on earth. When the Western Roman Empire finally collapsed in 4076 AD, the eastern half survived. Modern historians call it the Byzantine Empire, but its citizens had a different name. They simply called themselves Romans. To then, the Roman Empire had never ended. The Byzantine Empire was powerful for many reasons. The first was geography. Constantinople stood at the crossroad of continents. Merchants from Europe, Asia, and Africa all passed through the city. Silk from China, spices from India, gold from Africa. Everything followed through Byzantine markets. Trade made the empire incredibly wealthy. The second advantage was its military. Unlike many kingdoms, Byzantium had a professional army. Its famous city walls protect Constantinople for nearly 1000 years. The mysterious liquid could burn even on water. Enemies' ships caught in its flames had almost no chance of escape. Greek fire helped defend Constantinople during countless sieges. Another trait was diplomacy. Byzantium understood that wars were expensive. Instead of fighting every enemy, they often used money, marriage, trade, and the alliances. Sometimes they bribed one enemy to fight another. It was cheaper than sending soldiers. Their diplomats became some of the most skilled in history. Knowledge was another advantage. While much of Western Europe struggled after Roman's fall, Byzantine scholars copied ancient Greek and Roman books. Many famous works on philosophy, science, and literature might have disappeared forever. Empire reached its greatest height under Emperor Justinian I. His dream was simple: restore the old Roman Empire. His generals conquered North Africa. They captured Italy. They even reached parts of Spain. For a brief moment, Rome seemed united once again. Justinian also introduced one of history's most important legal systems, the Corpus Virtus Civilis. This collection of Roman laws influenced legal system across Europe for centuries. Then came one of humanity's greatest agricultural achievements, the Hagia Sophia, completed in just 5 years. Its enormous dome amazed everyone who entered. For nearly 1000 years, it was the greatest cathedral in the world. People believed its beauty reflected heaven itself. The Byzantine Empire also became the center of the Orthodox Christianity. Its religion shaped the cultures of Greece, Serbia, Bulgaria, Romania, Russia, and many other nations. Its influence continues even today. This was an empire of wealth, an empire of art, an empire of learning. But underneath its greatness, dangerous problems were growing. No empire lasts forever. The Byzantine Empire had many strengths, but it also had serious weakness. The first was politic. Empires changed constantly. Many were overthrown. Some were imprisoned. Others were assassinated. Civil wars weakened the empire from within. Another problem was religion. Religious disagreement divided the population. Arguments over beliefs sometimes became more intense than wars against foreign enemies. Great Schism of 1054 permanently divided Christianity into Roman Catholic Church and Eastern Orthodox Church. Relations between East and West never fully recovered. Empire also faced enemies from every direction. Persians attacked from the east. Arabs expanded rapidly after the rise of Islam. Later came Bulgarians, Normans, Persians, Seljuks, Turks, and eventually Ottoman Turks. Defending thousands of kilometers of borders became increasingly difficult. Then came one of the greatest disasters, the Fourth Crusade. And 1204, instead of attacking Muslim force, Crusaders from Western Europe captured Constantinople itself. The city was looted, church was destroyed, treasures disappeared forever. The empire survived, but it never truly recovered. Its economy weakened, its population declined, its prestige was shattered. From that moment on, Byzantium was no longer the giant it once had been. By the 15th century, the empire had become little more than Constantinople and a few surrounding lands. Meanwhile, a new power was rising, the Ottoman Empire. Its younger ruler, Sultan Mehmed II, had one goal: capture Constantinople. 1453, he surrounded the city with a massive army. This time, the attackers brought something new: enormous cannons. The ancient wall that had protected the city for nearly 1000 years finally began to crack. For 53 days, the defenders' resistance, exhausted, despaired. On May 29, 1453, Ottoman soldiers broke through the walls. The last Byzantine emperor, Constantine VI, refused to surrender. According to tradition, he removed his imperial symbols and fought alongside his soldiers until he was killed. Finally came to an end. After more than a 1000 years, Constantinople became the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. Today it is known as Istanbul. The Byzantine Empire was far more than eastern half of Rome. It preserved classical knowledge when much of Europe was changing. It protected Europe from repeated invasions. It contacted East and West through trade. It has influenced law, religious, agriculture, diplomacy, and culture for centuries. Yet it also teaches us important lessons. Great walls cannot protect a divided nation forever. Military strength means little without political stability. Economic success can disappear if leaders fail to adapt. Empires rarely collapse because of one single battle. They usually fall after centuries of small mistakes, internal divisions, and the constant pressure from outside. Even so, the Byzantine Empire achieved something extraordinary. It survived for over 1000 years. Few civilizations in history can say the same. Its buildings still stand. Its ideas still shape the modern world. And its story reminds us that even the greatest empire are never truly immortal. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments